This Sunday is the last Sunday of the liturgical year, the last Sunday before we officially round the corner and begin looking forward to the hope of Christmas. In the world around us, the days are approaching their shortest durations, cloudy days become more common, and only the hardiest, or most stubborn, leaves are left clinging to the trees. The pattern of the seasons is turning over to the winter. At the same time as the literal rawness of the weather reminds us of the inevitable seasons in our lives that echo the pattern, seasons of illness, challenge, or other darkness, there are still parts of the pattern of life that lead us to find glimmers of hope. Christmas lights twinkle more and more in the darkness of the night. The smell of a neighbor's fireplace that brings you back to childhood, walking up the walkway to your grandparents' house for Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. The whimsy of an overnight snowfall and the brilliance of the sun shining through the snow blossoms on the trees. We've talked about this part of the pattern using Parker Palmer's The Paradox of Fall in the past. Fall, a season of immense beauty, signals the coming of death. And soon winter, a season of barrenness, can contain marvelous beauty. Another paradox. Parker goes on to talk about how the opposites found in a paradox do not negate one another, but instead cohere in a mysterious unity that need one another in balance for health and wholeness. What is a mountaintop if there's no valley? There is none. What is light without darkness? Work without rest? What is life without death? Palmer concludes, autumn constantly reminds me that my daily dyings are necessary precursors to new life. If I try to make a life that defies the diminishments of autumn, the life I end up with will be artificial at best and utterly colorless as well. But when I yield to the endless interplay of living and dying, dying and living, the life I am given will be real and colorful, fruitful and whole. In the theological reading of the autumn and winter, we can enter into this paradoxical space with hope, with confidence knowing that death is only a part of true life found in resurrection. Through this, we are freed to find and enjoy the beauty of autumnal seasons, or even in the winter, we can find the way that God has made through the darkness. The seasons aren't just a pattern that lead to death, but are a Jesus pattern, a pattern that leads ultimately to life and renewal. Much of life and its norms are changing right now. Societally, in churches, and in our daily lives, we are entering a season of transition on a large scale, and it looks an awful lot like winter to many of us. But if we follow a Jesus pattern, if we are Jesus people, a resurrection people, an Easter people, ultimately, there will be a spring that follows. We are living in a nexus point in history, I do believe, one that the history books will have a lot to say about someday. And yet, on the precipice of Advent, I hear the echo of Isaiah's proclamation from God. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. Do you perceive it? So let us be a part of the beauty in this season of life, part of the paradox of resurrection, part of the pattern of new life, the Jesus pattern.